Hi guys, I'm really excited to talk about a first. This is my Boxyluxe. And Boxyluxe is a seasonal subscription that Boxycharm is doing. So instead of getting just your Boxycharm 4 times a year during the change of the seasons, you can upgrade and get the Boxyluxe. I personally love the idea, and they did pack this box full of really wonderful things. Now, I sat down to film this video earlier. I had a bare face and everything, so I've unfortunately already seen inside my box because I had some technical difficulties. But I wanted to sit down and just redo this really quick because I am excited about it. Instead of just being charged your BoxyCharm subscription amount, they went ahead and added another charge for the Boxyluxe on top of that was separate. They did hype this quite a bit, and they put out feelers for how many people were going to be interested in the Boxyluxe, and then they had the day where they sent out the link and you had to get on there and try to get signed up for it, and it was really controversial. So there were a lot of people that got waitlisted right away. After 40 minutes of trying on the website, refreshing, the server had crashed. I received a waitlisted email, and I was really bummed out, and I stopped trying. So I got on Instagram, and I've been following the Not So Evil Stepmother, and she had posted that she had luckily gotten the Boxyluxe, so I was all jealous. And then a whole bunch of other people were responding saying that they had just gotten it, and they got it after I was waitlisted. I thought that was really peculiar. And the Not So Evil Stepmother recommended, just going back to the email and retrying the link over and over. So I went back to the email and I just started clicking on the link and doing the link over and over and over again for about another 20 minutes. And then I did receive the email saying that I was successful and I was getting a Boxyluxe. And then I received an invoice charging me for that extra amount for the box. I did go on Instagram and I tried to tell as many other people as I could that were waitlisted to keep trying. I know that a lot of them came back and said, awesome, I was able to get it, but some of them were still unable to get it after quite a few hours, and I know that was really upsetting for them. The other part that was kind of just, I'm going to say it wasn't tactful, was the email gift that you got. If you did get waitlisted, it was a girl holding the box, and then they were taking it away from her. And I'm sure they thought it was going to be haha funny and all in good fun, but if you were one of the people who, spent hours trying to get the box and didn't get it and then got that meme, it just wasn't tactful. So that's the only thing I'm going to say is Boxycharm maybe could have did that differently. But no matter how upset people are, this is still one of the best subscription boxes out there. It's the best makeup subscription box that I've had. And I feel that we just got to give Boxycharm some love. It is difficult to try and guess how many people are going to want the Boxyluxe, and instead of making too much product and have it sitting around, there are people who were able to get it and people who got waitlisted. But then for the winter box, hopefully everybody who wants it is able to then get it. That would be ideal. So I want to go ahead and jump into this beautiful box here. Again, I have already opened it, but I kind of tried to put it back together so you can see how it was when I got it. So the first thing inside when you got it was the giant Boxycharm card. And it has a picture of everything that's in my box. And I know it has a number. So down here I got the 2 with the heart, so a variation number 2. And then it's called Wildflower Boxyluxe. And then the list of everything in my box and the prices, and just some tips and tricks and stuff on how to use it. So I got that. And then I took that out, and the first thing I saw was the Park Ave Princess Tarte palette. Now, I thought this was really, really awesome because I didn't realize it was going to be quite so big. When I saw the sneak peeks of it. I thought it was like a little Urban Decay Naked palette, like a little eyeshadow one, but it's actually a really large face palette. So I was super excited about just receiving that because I don't have any big face palettes like that. So this chisel palette is worth $45, and I have it right here for you guys to see. It's absolutely beautiful. Very reflective, very chic. And then it says chiseled like a diamond on the mirror. And then you got 2 highlights and 4 contour or bronzing shades. 2 of them are have like a satin finish, this one here and this guy. Both of the highlights are kind of matte highlights. This one's a little bit more yellow tone. This one is more pink toned. And then these 2 here are matte. So that one right there has an awful lot of sparkle. Today I did use this one right here, which has kind of a sheen to it, and then I used this highlight right here, the more yellow toned one. So I used Carrot, as in like a diamond carrot, and then Enhance. And it does kind of have a little bit of a chocolate smell, and I noticed maybe like 30 minutes later, I still kind of smell chocolate. So the smell lingers a little bit, but it's a nice smell. I really liked it. And it says the highlighters are 4.5 grams. And obviously the contours are the same, 4.5 grams. After you took that out, you had everything else kind of down in here. So one of the first things that I was truly excited about, and it's such a little thing, but it's not something that I would just buy myself, was this adorable headband. And this headband is the Vintage Cosmetic Company, and it retails for $5. But I use them. I do use them when I do like a face mask or if I am doing my makeup sometimes. And it's just so cute. But I would be less inclined to just buy it for myself. So it's a nice little addition to the box, I feel like. Especially since it is a makeup box and you would use something like this when you do your makeup. Okay, so the thing that I was most excited about in this box, this and this are both Boxyluxe only. This is both in the Boxycharm and the Boxyluxe, so whichever one that you got, you were getting this palette, is the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette, and I was super excited about this because everything that I've tried so far with Pretty Vulgar has been wonderful. I'm very happy with their products. And then this guy right here, he has a mirror, and it doesn't fold all the way back, but you can kind of see it's a very cool tone palette, and it's absolutely beautiful. So you have your matte highlight on this side and a very shimmery highlight on that side with some glitter in it. You have kind of a pale satin color in the middle. You have some beautiful browns, taupes, grays, and some beautiful shimmers and mattes in there. I think this palette is wonderful. It's absolutely beautiful. On the back it says, "Embrace your beautiful contradictions." And it has a little key. It's just such a great palette. And this palette retailed for $35. So I thought this was great because everybody got it and it's such a wonderful piece. The next thing I got was my little sneak peek in the email. It said, like, which one did you get? Because you either got the Laura Geller blush or the Galactic Duo. And some people said that theirs was wrong. It said they were going to get one and they actually got the other. Mine was right. I got the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropical Hue. I've used these before, but I've never owned one, so I was pretty excited to get this, to try it out, to see what it was like. And it is very brightening. It does have like those highlight swirls in it. I don't know if you can kind of see there, but it's a warm tone blush. The only thing I had to say about this is more like summery to me than maybe fall and winter where we're going, but it was a great product. I have it on my cheeks today. It is warm tone. I think it looks really pretty. $28. Okay. Next thing I saw in here was the R+co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. And this is just, it's always nice to get a dry shampoo. I know this looks like a little bit smaller. I don't know if this is full size or not. But this is 1.6 ounces and it smells like dry shampoo. It doesn't smell like fruity or floral or anything like that. It just smells like dry shampoo. So this retailed for $17. And it's great. It's a great travel size. I can definitely take this with me when I go to trainings and stuff like that. So that's good for me. The next thing was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and they had 3 different scents. I actually got the one that I thought sounded the most interesting, and it truly is a very interesting product. So it's a primer water. It's 3.9 fluid ounces, and I got mine in Serene Green. It smells like I'm spraying my face with green juice, like freshly juiced green juice that has like celery and kale, but it's really fresh and herbal, and I actually really like it. It has a nice mist, if you can see that. Yeah, it smells like celery to me, but not like overpowering celery. It has enough other stuff mixed in that it just smells like a fresh green juice, and so I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of like sprays that I do after my makeup. This one feels a little bit more tacky when you put it on the skin, so it's definitely more for like before you do your makeup, like a primer water. And this one retails for $32. This one kind of surprised me. So we got this beautiful Luxie brush, and this is a Luxie 732 Airbrush Foundation brush. And this part right here is kind of that soft touch material, a little bit rubberized or whatever. It's just really soft, and it does have that nice dip. And the brush is a good size. It's also very soft. This brush retails for $38. So it's a really nice brush, and I used it to do my contour today, and it buffed it in really nice, especially since that Park Ave Princess was pretty warm toned. I don't want to say orangey, but it was pretty warm toned, and I really had to kind of buff it in to make it not look like I had something on my face as much as it did. So I thought this brush did a really good job with that, and I'm really happy with it. So I was all excited. We got the Alamar palette in our Boxycharm a couple months ago, and it was like 3 days before they like announced that they were putting it into the box, and I went onto the Alamar website because I really wanted to support her since it was her first palette, I believe, and I bought it myself. So I got 2 of them. So my cousin Tammy got, is getting a special treat with that. I still got to get that sent out to her. So when I saw that they were going to include the Alamar brushes, I was really excited to receive these because I did see them on the website. So, and they are really cute. It's this beautiful tropical green color. It says Alamar in kind of a copper on there. Come on, there it is. And then you have a beautiful copper piece right here, and then the brush itself is really, really soft. This is obviously a good brush for kind of all over the lid. For the crease, this was a little too, not stiff enough for me. It was a little, it just wasn't quite stiff enough for me for the crease. But it bends really well and it fluffs really nicely for all over the lid. This one I didn't get to use. It's a good packing on the color. I just used my finger today, but I think this one would be really good for that. And then this one is just the flat square, and it would be good for under the eyes or for your eyebrows to kind of feather them. So I was excited about the Alamar brushes, and these retailed, all three of them, for the $18 for the set. Whew, we're not done yet. We still got 3 more items. I think that's crazy. The Janeiro Ipanema Sunset Glow Oil. So some people weren't as excited for this. I was. So we got it right here, and it's a really good size. This is 2.5 fluid ounces. It has a large lid that comes off. And then you have all of this product here. And this is kind of something that's shimmery, obviously, and you can add it to your foundation if you wear foundation, or you can just dab it on your skin for a nice glow. Those options are good. You could even kind of do it as a highlight if you wanted to. I only have one other product like this, but this one was just so much fun. I took a beauty blender and I just kind of dabbed it on my skin today. It smells just like their salted caramel bum bum cream, which is absolutely amazing. It smelled so wonderful putting it on the skin. It felt really good. It is definitely thinner like an oil, but it was just beautiful. Here, let's do some on the hand so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So there it is, and then we'll just, so it's definitely thin, it's very sheer, but it just has such a beautiful shine and such a wonderful color. And again, this is something that I think is really good for the summer. So you know, the face palette, the blush, and this I think are all summer related. But I'm not mad at it. I think it's great. So the lid's a little clunky trying to get it back on. It's definitely, it's more of an interesting piece. I didn't have this much trouble the last time. Oh, there it is. All right, these last 2 products, besides the palette, were my favorites. The one, I can't believe they included it. A long time ago, I got a glossy box that had this brand in it, and I absolutely loved it. I bought myself some from Ulta, but it is an expensive brand, so I haven't had any Juice Beauty for a while. So they included this whole great big container of Juice Beauty. This is the Sem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. And this retails for $70. So I have a little bit pumped out here. So it has a hole in the middle and then this pump, and you can just pump it out. If you want to, oh, it smells so good. You can take the whole thing off. But I like the idea of the pump and everything, and I put some of this on my skin. It's a little bit thicker. It rubs in really well. To me, it smells really fresh. It kind of has like an apple and something scent to it. But I just can't believe that they included this type of product in this box that's super luxury, really great. Who doesn't want anti-wrinkle moisturizer that smells like fresh spring? I mean, it's really awesome. So I was super excited about that. The last thing I got in here was another one of those choice, like one of those, you get one of the 3, and both Boxyluxe and Boxycharm got one of these 3. So you either got Violet Voss, Hank and Henry, or Lorac. I got really lucky. I got the Hank and Henry. And I almost can't believe it. So I got this. It is a liquid lipstick, matte and petal pusher. I am wearing it on my lips. It went on a little bit lighter. It dried down to this darker color. It is not transfer proof, but it's really, really pretty. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips. It doesn't feel drying on the lips. It went on more like a mousse. I did have to pump it a couple times. It was slightly separated. At first I thought it was really thin, you know, like one of those really liquidy matte lipsticks that dries pretty like drying. But it is more of a moussey texture, and again, it isn't transfer proof, so it's not as drying. I really like that about it. Hank and Henry retails for $17. So those are the products that I got. This is kind of the look I created with it. Again, no foundation or anything. I came home after work. It's been a long day, but I wanted you guys to be able to see the beautiful eyeshadow. I think the look looks great. The lipstick is great for the fall. Like the eyeshadow and the lipstick are great for the fall. And then I do have, again, the contour, the highlight, and the blush on, along with using the glow oil. I was able to use almost everything in this box today. So I thought this box was really, really great. Now there were some things that BoxyCharm got that we didn't get, which I think is totally great because then they get something special too. But the things that we all got, I believe we all got the Smashbox primer water, I believe. We all got either the Galactic Duo or the Laura Geller. We all got the Alamar brushes. We all got one of the lip products, the Hank and Henry Violet Voss or Lorac. I think that's it. Oh, everybody got the beautiful palette. For the people who just got the Boxyluxe this season, they got the Juice Beauty Cream. They got the Sunset Glow Oil. Boxyluxe got the Princess Park Ave Princess palette. The really sleek brush. And then the wonderful headband. So overall, even though it was kind of an up in the air type of thing with BoxyCharm, there was some inconsistencies with some of the sneak peeks, with kind of the launch of this, definitely with people getting their hands on the product. But I'm just really excited that they came out with a seasonal box. I think it's great. I love it. It's definitely that added excitement one, 4 times a year to get this box instead. For all of you who did get waitlisted or who forgot to sign up for the Boxyluxe, I hope that you're able to get the winter box. I know that when it said I was waitlisted, it assured me that then I would get the winter box. So hopefully that is the case. I kind of hope that maybe BoxyCharm will decide to do 2 boxes instead. I sort of think it'd be cool to have the Boxyluxe have completely different things in it, and you could get it in addition to the BoxyCharm 4 times a year. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on that. How many of you think that you would rather have, a BoxyCharm 12 times a year and then your Boxyluxe with additional different things 4 times a year? Or do you really like having just that option to upgrade and get, a couple different things 4 times a year instead of getting that BoxyCharm those 4 times? Let me know your thoughts. But overall, yeah, I just want to put out there again, love to everybody who loves subscription boxes, love to everybody who is just having fun with the makeup. BoxyCharm maybe wasn't the most tactful, maybe had a couple missteps here and there, but overall, it's a great subscription. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Later, baby.